welcome to another episode of What Even Is D&D. Now, today's episode is the benefits of D&D. Now, a lot of you will ask yourselves, well, what am I going to get out of it? What is a good reason to play D&D? And there are many reasons, and I've got a few to share with you today. First off, there's an obvious one, which is team building. If you play with any more than one person, you're going to do some pretty good team building. It'll help work on your interpersonal and communication skills and your social skills as well. Then you have quick math. Now, what do I mean by quick math? Well, with so many dice in the game, you learn to calculate a lot faster, adding numbers up. For instance, I have 4d6 right here. Now, Fireball is a spell that does 8d6 damage. So when you're calculating damage, it can be a lot, and people tend to want to keep moving along. And over time, it starts becoming second nature counting up the dice. So I'll just roll these, and I look down. 6 plus 1, that's 7. Plus 6, that's 13. Plus 4, that's 17. And then, roll again to get the full effect of the D8. So 17 plus 3, that's 20. Plus 4, that's 24. 27, 31. So that fireball would have done 31 points of damage. And there's not just that. There's other things to calculate. There's a ton of different stuff. For instance, contested rolls. If two players are doing contested strength roll, they would each roll a d20. I got 2 here. And obviously, higher wins, but you've also got to worry about the modifiers, which you have for different things. And then another thing to calculate. So Fireball, I did, 31 points of damage. If you've got to calculate resistance or certain things can take away from the damage. I'm spending too much time on this. You're going to learn some quick math, basically. So, moving on, there's improvisation. You will learn to improv like a genius, like an actor. You get in a situation, you've got to come up with off the top of your head if your character likes this food that they were just given, if they are irritated by what this other character did, if they like what this other character did. A lot of it comes up. Then there's empathy. You've got to put yourself in your character's shoes. You have to basically imagine what they'd feel in any given situation. To me, that's a good way to learn empathy. Obviously, there's socializing. And then there's problem solving. Now, problem solving is going to come up a lot, not just with what the DM throws at you. You're also going to have to solve problems with dealing with players. Kind of intermingling who gets what in loot. Now, the DM could come up with a solution, but a lot of times it's going to be left up to the players because you guys are the ones who are, playing the characters. How would they react? How would they divide up the treasure? You defeat a dragon. There is a pile of, 172 gold, and you have 3 players. It's an even number for an odd number of people. I mean, it doesn't seem like a big problem, but, once a magic item comes along that two or more players could really use, it's a thing, Um, but you're going to have a lot of problem solving, not just with that, with puzzles, getting through things, how you're going to go about things. That brings me to my next thing, creativity. Uh, you're going to come up with so many ways to do things because D&D is an open world. Well, not D&D, but the world you're playing in D&D will be an open world. You have the power. In a video game, there's only so much you can do. Well, I picked up this flashlight. Cool. Now I use a flashlight. But, in D&D, you can, I have this bottle of water and this light. Maybe or a magnifying glass, maybe I can start a fire and then I can use it to light a torch or make a torch and then light the torch. Coming up with ways to do stuff, that's part of the fun. You're going to have a lot of creative freedom to do just about anything within the rules. And the rules aren't there to stifle your creativity. They're there to make sure that your creativity isn't interfering with other people's creativity. You can't just say like, I've created this all-powerful magical staff that cannot break and can defeat anyone, because that's unfair to the other players. It's silly, but a little silly's good. Come on, a lot of silly's good. Anyway, sorry. And then you've got the storytelling. D&D is kind of like both reading and writing a book. But you're not just writing it yourself, you're writing it with other people. You have so many different perspectives, and it just melds together and develops this world. And it shapes things. You can start off a campaign doing one thing and end up nowhere close to where you started off. And I'm not saying like progression wise. You can start off a campaign, I've come to defeat the Melon Lord. And that's great. Well, we kind of got sidetracked from the Melon Lord, and now we are fighting Arthropod, Bane of the Bugbears. I don't know. It's just anything. You can side quest out. You don't have to stick to the main idea of the campaign. You can change your mind and want to be bad guys. Like, you know what? These villagers are ungrateful. Let the horde of goblins do whatever. I'm going to the next town. Okay, that's not exactly evil, but it's not exactly good letting people be attacked by goblins. It's kind of a moral gray ground. If people aren't, grateful for what you did, you don't have to stick around. That's the beauty of it. It lets you find this freedom. And the great thing is, going back to the team building, you don't have to do it alone. You pick up from other people. You build on each other's strengths. You cover each other's weaknesses. You help each other grow. And it's just this beautiful thing. You don't have to do anything any certain way, but it gives you this environment that you can just develop. And there's plenty of other things you can gain from this, and I'm not going to be able to list it all in this video, and I'm not going to be able to come up with all of it off the top of my head. I could throw out a few more, but like, you can learn to impersonate, voice impersonations. You can get your own writing skills. And by writing skills, I mean like you can develop your own by doing your backstory and building off everybody else's, yada yada yada. And there's so many things that you can do, but the point is you gain a lot more from D&D than you'd first think. And honestly, there's not enough time in a video to guess what you can gain. Starting to play, you will realize there is so many benefits, but I just wanted to list a few for you. With that being said, it's educational. I hope you guys give D&D a chance, and I will be diving into more stuff here shortly. If you like this video, please feel free to like and subscribe. If you want to learn more and this was the first video you watched, or maybe not even the first, I do have a playlist. It'll pop up somewhere around here, as well as a recommended video and the subscribe icon. I will have my linkage down below, and thank you guys for joining me. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to throw them in the comments section. And I'll see you guys next time for another episode of What Even Is D&D. Later.